Hey, nickel tour. There's a little shelter there for a kind of a holding pen for 6 sheep. Had an aging ram. He lived there for a few weeks till he passed away. Right in the sunlight. Big barbecue. We got 2 huge loads, about 30 cubic yards of fescue seed holes. We're putting those out to get grass, and boy is it growing. Look at that green. Adult swing set. You probably can't see it, it's not all set up yet. Kid swing set, slide, gliders. Shelter half there you can make something out of. Outhouse. Barn. John's not doing hay anymore, but there's hay in the upper loft, but eventually there will be room in there for sheep or goats. Right now it's storage. Over there is what we call where the angel flew. Hoop house was set up as storage, and the wind picked it up and threw it in the trees and busted it in half, and it looked like 2 big angel wings. So that's where the angel flew. Good sized barn, 2-story loft up there. You can barely see it where the hay elevator is going up. This pasture here is, I'm guessing, 5 acres. Nothing in there grazing. There's a little pond right there that I'm pointing at for drinking water. Green wood for building stuff here. It's like scrap from where they build those mini barns and tiny houses. Plenty of that. That's $20-25 a load, a bundle, a pallet, whatever. Plenty of firewood, slab wood we can cut up for firewood. I guess I should talk louder. 2 bundles there. Some stuff that's actually usable over there, some beams. Slab wood here. This was about 6 bundles. We diced a bunch of it up into firewood. That stack there, we got firewood there for the winter going. Chicken coop. Made out of slab wood, plexiglass. They actually have a jacuzzi in there of sorts. It's the box from the jacuzzi. BTW jacuzzi here for sore people. That's the start of the chicken yard there, and that runs down to the chicken coop. And he is going to make it bigger. I forgot about the Airstream over there. It's not a big deal. Not mine anyway. I'm going to extend that up to my gate here. This tree here is the corner of my area. I know it looks crappy, but oh well. That's the Airstream that he's basically given me. Probably worth about $5,000. The cattle trailer there is my storage unit, for what it's worth. This is what we call the man cave. Let me back it off. There we go, man cave. That's for storage and tools and stuff. There's a greenhouse with Lola, 93-year-old grandma coming out. You gonna be okay to get back down, okay? You're all right? Okay. I gotta run up and get a notebook at the fire department. Be right back. Greenhouse. This pasture over here, like I said, is about 5 acres. Nothing eating out there right now. That was going to be the winter pasture for the sheep. If we find them, it will be. This is the other end of the greenhouse. That end there is what you heard earlier, flapping in the wind. I'll do it later. You can see it on the video, the other video for the greenhouse. But anyway, that's going to be wiggle wired, channeled down, anchored and inflated for winter. Oddly enough, there's a leftover debris from a wood cutting operation spanning 2 years. Rocket stove fuel for about 10 years, and it's right there by the greenhouse. This is the garden area. You'll notice it's woven wire fenced all the way around, hard wire fenced. Once all the plants are transplanted out of it, and I think they will be fairly soon, the goats could graze in there for a while. It could be a holding pen, but it's a safe area. These are Jerusalem artichokes, and we'll either transplant them or what? Oh, what did it say? It said something. Okay. So let me take a quick whiz down here. Oh, there's a cow. Hey, free beef. See? We've got meat on the hoof and crops in the ground that aren't ours. There's some cattle up here. So This pasture here has got pretty good graze, more for sheep and cattle, but you know, that's pretty much all just a pasture. Coming up on a couple, three, I don't know how many cows are out here. Hey there, number 212, how are you doing there? Yeah, I'm talking to you. This is as of, I don't know where it is, right about that fence line, I think, is the start of Bill's 10 acres. There's another pasture here, fenced, hard wire, woven wire. Mr. Cow and Mr. Cow. Number 130, say hello. You're on candid camera. There's a full shop here, mechanic shop. Need car repair, tools, everything in it, lift, you name it. Flatbed trailer there we could use. Hay equipment's up for sale. Tedder, rake, baler, you name it. This is where John lives. There's Jada the mutt dog, but she's a good farm dog. Let's see, can't see it, I'm not going to go over there. There's a barn back of the house. There's a barn. That dark area down there. There's a barn down there that could be used for hay or shelter for animals, and it is shelter for animals. That's where the sheep shelter now in the summer. That shed there is a hay barn, and I have storage stuff in there. And guess what? There's a little trailer that's about 10-12 feet long. You could either use that or buy it. That's just up for grabs. Nobody's using it. Come to think of it, if you don't feel like you got to have a whole lot of room. Okay, it's still rolling. 7 minutes. Not too bad. I might cut it off. Now I'll finish this. I'm going to finish this area out. School bus for storage. I think it's empty now. Might not be, but that's not the best place for storage stuff. There's Jada the pooch. That's the house John lives in. This 20 acres is owned by Rick. That was a greenhouse we brought from Kansas, and it had good plastic on it, but it's now rotted out, as you can see. One of John's tractors. Full bay, full service garage there. It can do about everything in there. Some of our junk vehicles. There is the other barn. And that's storage, John's storage stuff. I've got a few things in there too. And I'm just going to drive on through the yard. Multicolored backside of the house. We want to insulate that chimney either with cenospheres or earthcrete. That's where the wood stack's going to go. Okay, cutting it off here.